Welcome to Top Stories Today. Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert. Trump just announced 2 savage orders after 5-alarm crisis erupts at our border. For years under the Obama administration, floods of illegal immigrants were able to cross the U.S. southern border with little to no deterrence from the federal government. After years of this occurring, the majority of the American people became fed up and decided that something needed to be done to stop the insanity, and elected Donald Trump. Over the last year, Trump has battled the left in their refusal to secure the border, and now that battle has turned into a full-out war this past week. During his campaign, Trump promised that he would secure our southern border, and has been doing his best to achieve that goal despite the Democrats' constant pushback. However, it isn't just the Democrats that Trump has faced resistance from. In fact, the Mexican government has done nothing to stop the full-scale assault at the border, and Trump is now doing something about it. After President Trump was elected in 2016, one would think that illegal immigrants would have got the message that if they want to come to America, they need to do it the legal way. Well, that message seems to have been lost in translation, since thousands of illegals continue to pour into our country, but it is not entirely our nation's fault. In fact, Mexico has an issue with their border security as well, since illegals from Central America are pouring into Mexico's border and then making their way to America. As reported last week, over 1,000 mostly Honduran asylum seekers are invading America's border, and to make matters worse, they are being helped by the Mexican government. Now, to stop the onslaught of illegals pouring into our country, President Trump is announcing these harsh orders to stop the madness once and for all. Here is more from Patriot Journal. In recent months, the situation at the border has gone from bad to worse. We all know about that 1,000-plus member caravan that so brashly tried to enter the United States. On top of that, there has been a 200% increase in the number of illegally detained over March of last year. It's clear that illegals are getting bolder. Meanwhile, liberal leaders are looking the other way. California lawmakers have warned illegals of ICE raids. Democrats are doing everything in their power to aid and protect criminal aliens. It has led to illegal immigrants returning to the attitude that the border is a revolving door. These times call for stronger action. President Trump vowed to make this country safe for all Americans. But when liberals betray the country, and illegals stomp all over the border, what can you do? Get tougher. It seems like Trump is moving to take serious steps to teach illegals they cannot just waltz into the country. From Red State, President Trump issued a memorandum directing his administration to move quickly to bring an end to catch and release, the practice by which immigrants presenting themselves at the border without authorization are released from detention while waiting for their cases to be processed. The directive does not, on its own, toughen immigration policy or take concrete steps to do so. It merely directs officials to report to the president about steps they are taking to expeditiously end catch and release practices. But it is a symbolic move by Mr. Trump to use his executive action to solve a problem that he has bitterly complained Congress will not. As part of the memo, Trump asked Defense Secretary Jim Mattis to produce a list of military facilities that could be used to detain illegal immigrants. Catch and release was instituted by Obama. It was clearly designed to give illegal immigrants a chance to escape. Why else would the government force Border Patrol to release an illegal into the U.S. instead of detaining them? President Trump has vowed to end this program since his campaign. Yet the policy is still in place, thanks to an uncooperative Congress. But if catch and release are eliminated, Border Patrol along with their new allies in the Pentagon will have to detain these illegals. That's why the president is looking into using military facilities to house captured illegals. As Red State noted, this isn't the first time the government's used military bases to house immigrants. But it might turn into a long-term policy, should illegal immigration increase. The only way to stop the massive influx of illegals coming into the country is for our government to take a harsher stance against it. These illegals that are flooding into America need to know that their actions will no longer be tolerated and that if they want to come here, they need to do it the right way. Maybe now that President Trump is enforcing our immigration laws and showing the world that we are no longer going to be taken advantage of, this insanity will stop, and we can get our nation back in order. What do you think about this? Please share this news and scroll down to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe Top Stories Today.